Welcome to the effects loop where the points don't matter or what the format doesn't matter. What is it? Fuck. Cut it. We're starting over. I had it. I fucking had it. And I fucked it up.
Where the rules are made up and the points
No,
don't matter?
I was going to say something about, I was going to say where the format is made up and the hosts don't matter. But never mind. It's not fucking funny anymore. So we'll just do it normal.
I'm not cutting any of this out.
Welcome to the effects loop. I'm Diaz.
I'm Scott.
We're keeping you in the loop of the guitar community. This episode is brought to you by Westminster Effects. Name and claim your tone. Go check out Westminster Effects. They got some cool stuff like the Genevas V2, which is a really cool Vox amp sim that I just happened to get recently. Yeah, they've got an awesome set of drives. Also, the Westminster Essentials is phenomenal for every little thing that you possibly need. So go to westminstereffects.com and buy some stuff. Do it. Now. Then, well, no, wait. Come back after. Don't just leave. All right, Scott, what's new with you?
I think we talked briefly last week. I bought the Zeppelin Labs conversion kit for the Ernie Ball volume pedal.
Yeah, you mentioned it. I think you mentioned that you ordered it.
Okay. Oh, it came. It's a big pile of parts. I haven't. I wouldn't say I haven't had time. I just have not had the motivation to pull out the soldering iron and make it yet.
So it makes it where it's not like string.
There's no. So the thing I'm wondering about is there's no string in it anymore.
Okay, but that makes me kind of nervous because one of the big things about the Ernie Ball is the sweep and the way it feels.
Yeah, so I'm wondering how I get that resistance.
Yeah, how do you get Well, better you than me testing it out.
Well, I mean, worst case scenario is I just put the parts back in.
What if you can't?
Oh, it's a complete replacement. So you...
Oh, okay.
You unmount the pot. You unmount the...
Is it like the front capsule thing?
Yeah,
like
that little circuit board in the front totally comes out. It gives you a new faceplate that screws in.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's... Yeah.
It's kind of why it's kind of as... It justifies part of the cost. It is a little more expensive.
How much does that run?
It was $69 for the DIY kit.
That's not bad.
No, I mean, there's a microcontroller and stuff in there too. Like it came with the circuit board already has like some parts already soldered on because it's. I mean,
people were paying that for like the buffer mod and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but that was also labor included. So, I have no idea how much people are paying. Like, actually, does Noseminster do or Westminster Essentials? Do they do the buffer mod on VP Juniors?
I don't know if anyone even does that anymore. It's funny because it feels like that entire thing has just kind of died.
Well, honestly the Dunlop Mini is kind of the new go-to pedal for that now. It seems like. Well,
I don't know. I've got big feet. I can't do the Mini.
I have the Mini. I got it, I don't know, a few weeks ago, so that it would fit in my Kemper bag. So if I ever wanted to just go Kemper floorboard and not do a full pedal board.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found that too. I'm like, one, I have to wear shoes when I use it because it's like basically the size of the arch of my foot. So it's just really awkward unless I'm wearing like a flat shoe. And so,
well, the hard part is it requires your foot to go back so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what hurts me. It's like it's almost like an angle thing. That's even with the I've got the Mini Crybaby, and like I don't use the full sweep half the time because my ankle has to go back. I mean, my foot, my toes have to go up so high. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's because I got big feet or fat ankles or something, but
I
like,
mean, I was putting my heel directly on the bottom of it. Or do you kind of go mid-foot? Do you go where your toe is at the top?
no, I do my heel at the bottom.
I feel like this is a topic for the group. When you use a mini pedal, do you go toe at the front? Do you go mid-foot, or do you go heel at the bottom?
I think I go closer to mid. And I think that's probably where I'm messing up.
Yeah, that's not a fun. That I can see where that hurts your ankle.
I think I need to try a different. Well, the problem is where I have my wah is at the bottom of my board, and there's a pedal on top of it.
That's the wrong
like
place.
above it.
Yeah, well, I mean, so
where
I do.
The hell am I supposed to put it?
Well, I put my volume at the top of my board. I mean, you wind up. So
well,
I'm reaching. I know, but it's a foot controller pedal. Yeah.
Okay.
I would always put them in the middle of my board at the top. So yeah, you do kind of like hover over your entire board, but it keeps me grounded in terms of like the board doesn't get thrown. Like when I use it on a small board, pose?
Huh? Does it give you rockstar pose real easy?
It gives you the option to.
Okay.
But I mean, because I'm ambidextrous with volume pedals and stuff too. Like I don't put it on one side of the board or whatever. But at one point I had it all the way far right, and I could actually, like, if I put my full weight into it, the board would tip.
Yeah.
So
yeah. You know what? Actually, I figured out why I don't. I remember why I don't put those up towards the top. Is usually because if I'm playing, I'm usually singing as well, even if it's doing background or even doing MD stuff. And I like the mic towards the towards my side of the board, so that way I can go up to the mic and not have to always be like leaning over my pedal board. It's more comfortable.
See, I mean, we're both tall guys. It's not like we're talking about your foot 3 inches or 4 inches one direction or the other right now. Yeah. But yeah,
I think it's all about being comfortable. All right, let's move on, because this became from a what's new to what size shoe do you wear?
13. Actually,
me too.
I'm actually discovering I'm actually a 14. I can
I'm
fit
like
into
a
13, but I gotta like really break them in, and they're too tight. And so
really?
I've been So I wear a 14 for my running shoes now, after getting fitted, and but I mean, finding a 14 is harder than a 13. So if I really like the shoes and they're like casual, I'll buy a 13.
Yeah, I usually do 13, but like my foot is awful wide, so I usually have like the sides of my shoes, like my toe will like start escaping. It gets worn out pretty easy.
Yeah, my leather loafers are showing a little bit of wear on the sides of the foot, but I also think that's just for my car, from like driving stick and stuff, because my feet are moving so much. Anyway, we really went deep dive here. Diaz, what's new with you?
So I got the Geneva, which I don't know if I talked about that last week or if I was saying it was coming, but I got that.
Yeah, how's that demo coming?
I actually haven't plugged it in yet. I haven't picked up a guitar in like, I don't know, close to 3 weeks. I've been pretty sick.
Yeah, same. I played last night for like 20 minutes, and that was the first time I played in a while.
Yeah. I got that, and then I literally just got back from a trade. We were actually recording later than normal because of that. I just traded my Westminster Effects Luther tap trim and JHS Alpine for another Flint. So now I've got 2. But the whole idea of that was I can probably trade it for another Strymon pedal a lot easier. It'll be easier to trade.
Was that an even trade?
I would say so. The Alpine used about 125. Actually, no, I came out on top, because the Alpine used is about 125. The Luther tap trim used probably close to like 100.
Man, I keep forgetting how affordable Westminster pedals are.
Well, and the thing is because that's not one of their like real popular pedals. So, which is really weird, because it's a fantastic, like if you want to like whenever Cusack Tap-A-Whirl was really big, like this was a Tap-A-Whirl killer.
I mean, and it's not nearly the monstrosity that the Tap-A-Whirl is.
Oh no, this thing's huge.
Is it?
Well, it's really tall too. But
Oh, do you have the old one?
did they update it? I don't know if that was one of the updated pedals.
I mean, he's slowly been updating all of them. So
yeah, I have the old dually, the V1 dually, which is a tall pedal as well.
Oh,
But
it is a double.
I mean,
it is a double enclosure.
is that what it's called?
Well, it's just like the King of Tone size.
Yeah, but they're
Enclosure.
tall. That's the weird thing. Like, like if you, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know.
Oh, wow, there's a lot of waveforms on this. Wow.
Yeah, there's there's a lot in there.
Does both sawtooth, square? Looks like it's got a stepped one. Cool.
Yeah, I mean it's a fantastic pedal.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not a big tremolo person. I use tremolo for two things: to get Rage Against the Machine sound, like a real choppy sound, or just to get a slight movement. You know, kind of add a little bit of depth to the sound.
Oh, see, I would have figured you're a big you would love harmonic tremolo.
I do love harmonic tremolo.
Can the Flint do that?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's got a photo, a harmonic, and I forgot what the other one is. I don't have it right in front of me.
Nice.
But I usually do, I think it's the 65 harmonic tremolo. Or no, I can't remember.
65 was when they did the more standard tremolo. The earlier was the harmonic. Like brown face amps were harmonic. Blackface was
it's got a
regular.
61 harmonic, 63 tube, and 65 photo.
Yeah.
I do the harmonic and the photo. I don't usually do the tube.
You don't like the bias style?
I really don't know. I haven't dubbed. I just know it sounds good or not. So, but yeah. So, if you've got a Strymon Dig laying around or a timeline and you want a Flint plus maybe another pedal or something, hit me up because I need to upgrade my delay section. So, yeah, I think that's all that's new with me. Well, let's move on to gear news. So first on the list is Robert Keeley did a Daniel Donato artist series. I peeked at this, and it is probably one of his. It looks like Old Blood made this pedal.
It does kind of have that art style, doesn't it?
And the knobs.
Catlin Bread is the one I was thinking of when I saw it, but
yeah. Yeah, either one. It's their best phaser ever, and it's sold out. 24 or 6 stage phasing. They should have like put a space there or something. 2, 4, 6.
Yeah, it's actually 2, 4, and 6.
25 or 6, 2, 4. Oh. Yeah, no, I know. But if you look at it really fast, it's like 25 or 6 stage phasing. I was like, that's pretty extreme there. Like, gosh.
Nice. Who was someone in our
no clue who that guy?
Someone in our group was it Jason was asking about messing with an existing phaser to have 2, 4, or 6, or was he only looking for 4 or 6?
I think he was looking. Oh, this kid's young.
Dale Donato? Yeah, he looks young. He's been in the scene for a long time already.
25-year-old.
Yeah. He was with he was touring with they had like a one-hit wonder band for a little while. Something Feathers.
I don't know.
He came on as like their third guitar player to like do the lead stuff for a little while, but he's been in the Nashville scene for a while.
Oh, that's cool.
And so his whole thing is
oh, never mind. Here's another picture where he looks older.
Yeah. His whole thing.
I think I remember seeing him as a kid. Sorry.
Well, he still looks young though, but
yeah.
His whole thing is cosmic country. So him having a phaser is dead on the right market. And I like that this is a slow phaser. It gets real slow, which who got me into that kind of a sound? Chris Stapleton got me into
Oh
that like
gosh.
slow phaser kind of sound. I know he uses a small stone, I think, but
Yeah, I mean that's the I got into slow phaser more with like Eddie Van Halen stuff
oh really?
where you'd be listening and you're like, what's going on with that guitar tone? I mean, even on like even on Eruption, like you're listening to it and you can hear it going in and out of phase slowly. And like it's a really great sound. I mean, I like slow phase on classic rock stuff, like just to give some texture, but I love just a good like middle of the road phase, just like that nice Mike Enzinger sound.
Nice. So, did we see a price tag on this? $179.
Out of stock.
Out of stock right now, but I think this is going to be a production run.
I hope so. Let's see.
I don't think this is limited edition.
It's no artist series bottom print. I hope that they like do more than just a few. I haven't even heard it yet.
There's a demo on at the bottom there, but yeah, check that out. Should we move on?
It's kind of like how do I explain it? His sound. It's like the Grateful Dead meets Brad Paisley.
Yeah. And then he'll put little, pictures of like aliens all over it.
There's the 6 best phaser guitar moments ever by Music Is Win. Bark at the Moon, Jewel of the Summertime by Audioslave. I don't know, dude. He's picking some weird stuff. The Police, Hole in My Life.
Diaz.
Incubus.
Diaz.
Well, I'm sorry. I got distracted with lists.
You're reading a list again.
Dang it. You're reading a list again. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So
let's move on to the next.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
I'll take off your hoser.
Ever since I saw Yoga Hosers, whenever they finally let people back into the store after locking it. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That's all I can. That was like one of the most like weird series ever, were those like that. What was it? That Tusk. Wasn't there one more?
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Kevin Smith movies. Sorry. Too much.
I mean, there's Clerk. Like Mallrats and Chasing Amy is kind of where, and Jay and Silent Bob.
That's View Askew. So then he started doing movies that were a little bit more artsy. Well, not artsy, but like just they're not Jay and Silent Bob movies, pretty much. They're not based around the Quick Stop, all that stuff. And they were actually, that was the whole thing. Was like he was making he was making movies that were based in Canada and were like about, they're kind of like folk stories, you know what I mean? But like modern. So that's where Yoga Hosers and the like Nazi sausages come into play. And then there's Tusk. Did you ever see that movie?
Nope.
That's a effed up movie. Yeah, dude, that you've got to see that movie. Preferably not sober.
I mean, that's most movies.
Yeah. Sorry.
This is where Diaz drops the conversation because you can't read text messages while...
I can't multitask. I'm sorry. It's about dinner. This shit's important. All right, so Crazy Tube Circuits launches 2 new pedals, the Constellation CV7003 and the Memphis. Ooh, I don't like that they launched the Memphis because it reminds me of the, what is it, Memphis Sun from Keeley?
I mean,
Yeah.
both those artworks, I could easily see Keeley. It was different knobs, but
Yeah, the chicken knobs, but on the Memphis. But look up the Memphis Sun by Keeley, and then look at this.
So I mean, it is based off of Magnatone amp, though.
Yeah.
So
but,
I mean, they're doing the reminiscent look. A 20 dB boost in that thing too. It's got some horsepower on it. Looks like it uses a charge amp. I mean, have we Crazy Tube Circuits? I don't really know this company too well. Do you?
Never heard of them. A Germanium loaded fuzz. No, I've never heard of them before.
Well, it's pretty cool. They got a few. The Constellation looks like a series of different fuzz circuits, all sort of in one box. So you have a fuzz face circuit. You have a tone bender Mark 1.5.
Yeah.
Then you also have a Vox tone bender style. They just call it a saturated 3 transistor fuzz circuit, which I think is just a Mark II tone bender. Someone's gonna get all mad about me saying something wrong about tone benders, but we'll see. There's a range master treble booster.
People who use them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nels Cline, Doug Aldridge, Billy Gibbons.
Okay. In fairness, Nels Cline has 80 pedals on his board at any given moment. So.
Yeah. But still, Matt Sorum, which is weird because he's a drummer, but he plays guitar some. He's really known for, I mean, he's a a rock and roll Hall of Fame drummer for Guns N' Roses, Velvet Revolver, and The Cult. Huh.
He probably has his own band where he's a frontman, right?
Yeah, I'm sure. He's got a great voice. Pete Thorne, Dweezil Zappa, James Valentine, Brad Whitford.
Okay.
I mean, this list is awesome that I get to read. I just read a list. Peter Frampton. All right, I'm done. I'm done. That's not the whole list. That's just the highlights.
Why are you so proud of this?
Anyway. All right, hold on. Really quick, I'm going to let the listeners in on something. This is a conversation that happened earlier. Hold on, where's it at?
It's in your text messages. So everyone wait 30 seconds while Diaz reads it. Text messages because you can't do it at the same time.
He said, I want to be done before 7, but we can also do a shorter episode. I said, so no reading lists, Scott said. I have never encouraged that type of behavior. I said, just make me a list of things not to do. It's a short list. 1, your first instinct. 2, your second instinct. I'm not going to go on. I'm going to skip that next part. But anywho, yeah. So lists, I don't know why. You know what's really funny though? You would think
yes,
like
I am just mean to Diaz behind the scenes as well.
No, well, no, because I mean, we've got a good dynamic. Scott's serious and Diaz has shenanigans. That's pretty much the way it works. But
our shenanigans are cheeky and fun. Their shenanigans are
just cruel and mean.
Yeah.
I swear I'm going to pistol whip the next person who says shenanigans. Hey, Farva, where's that place you like to go with all the goofy shit on the wall? Shenanigans? I mean, shenanigans, right? Oh, sorry. That's still one of the greatest moments of cinematic history.
That movie was really great.
You boys like Mexico? You're right next to the Canadian border.
Taste like schnozberries.
Oh my gosh. He can't pull over any farther. He's already pulled over as far as he can go. All right, but anywho, one of my favorite things to do while I'm at home by myself is actually read lists. So like if there's like a top 100 or something, I'm going to read it. But we're going to move on to the next thing, which will not be on the top 100 of anything unless it's horrible sounding.
Oh, by the way, the Constellation is $300.
Oh, nope.
300 euros actually, so it's even more. And then the Memphis is 155 euros.
What? How does that?
Well, the Constellation's like a bunch of fuzz circuits all in one, so I can see where that adds up.
It's like the Mucoletta.
Sort of. Not
really.
No. I mean, it actually that's a fair comparison. It's like all the tone benders in one. So yeah.
Yeah. Welcome.
I mean, if I didn't already have more tone benders than I know what to do with. Actually, I gave one away. I gave two of them away. Do I only have one fuzz tone bender right now? I only have one.
All right, can we talk about the shitty pedal next?
Sure.
All right, Electro Harmonics' nano pedal. Oh wait, I forgot something I got new. I got the Eddie from Electro Harmonics, which is a great pedal. Last week. All right, whatever. Electro Harmonics' nano metal muff scales down its popular high gain distortion stomper, which Jason Fuzzmonger listed as the worst pedal of all time. And I believe that's made the list for people of worst pedal of all time is metal muff. So why are they building this? It better be $100 or less.
Why does the metal muff suck so much? Because it seems like it adds all, it seems like it adds all the features you actually want to make the muff better. So you have a gate control and you have 3-band EQ.
No, because it's not like you took a muff and added those. They did tweak the circuit.
Oh.
But I mean, 7220. I kind of want to get one now.
It's a really loud YouTube demo.
Oh, is it? Gosh damn it, Bobby.
I mean, it sounds like metal to me.
I want a gent.
Yeah, this sounds like, I don't know, this sounds like what I hear when I think of that style of music, so I don't know. But $72.
You know what? I think this is the new DS1. I think it's gonna be one of the. I think it's gonna sell like hotcakes to all the kids who want to sound heavy.
I just wonder how high gain of an amp this guy's running this into. Because that's probably the thing. Oh, he did a rake. That sounded awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's the question with all like heavy metal stuff is like everyone buys one of these and tries to plug it into their crate practice amp and they're like, why does this sound like fizzy garbage? Well, it's because you need a cranked amp to make this work.
I don't know. All right. Okay, so $72, go get it or don't. I don't care. It's your life. All right, Ernie Ball announces the signature set of strings for Slash. Brass reinforcement and a paradigm core. Paradigm. 11 to 48.
Does Slash tune down?
Sometimes I think he goes down a half step. I mean, Sweet Child of Mine's down a half step.
Okay, and he plays a Les Paul, so it's a shorter scale already.
Yeah, he probably. I don't know. I wonder how he wraps it. If he goes over the top or under.
Well, I mean, those would be different signature edition Slash models that are probably already in production because he has how many signature guitars now?
Oh, well, saying they're all Les Pauls. I wonder if he wraps them over the top.
Isn't 48 what 10 bottoms normally are?
Hell, I think I've played 9s that go to 48.
Yeah.
Sorry. I think my 9.5s go to 48.
And those are acoustic strings, so that doesn't help me. Crap. Yeah, normal 10s go to 48. So this is actually like a thicker top string, which is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just need that 11 up there. I don't know. I mean, I think it's kind of goofy that they're doing limited edition sets. Limited edition.
Like, for real? It's a limited edition string? Or it's a signature set. String?
In a collector's 10. It looks like it's 3 packs in a 10.
Could that
$35. That's not horrible.
Could that just be the way they're launching it?
Maybe. But, I mean, that's not horrible. If you think about it. You got 3 sets of strings and a place to put your weed, you know?
For $35, I think of Ernie Ball strings as like $5 a set.
No, they haven't been $5 a set in forever.
How much are Ernie Ball strings normally now? Like Slinkies?
I don't know, probably like $7.
Okay.
That's still, I mean,
I'm just saying, like, string joys are like $12 a pack, and everyone's like, oh, they're so expensive, but that's like the same price as this. Just you don't get the tin, you just get a UPS box.
I know, but here's the thing. People
Slash
who love
doesn't play
Slash
string joy.
Yeah, not yet. Not until I talk with them. I mean, Slash has been an Ernie Ball user for forever. I mean, I remember looking on the back of the Slinkies and reading all the lists. You know, Angus Young, AC/DC, Slash was on there. All those people that they have had on there forever. And I can see someone paying $35. You put this tin next to your Appetite for Destruction Les Paul. I don't know. These limited edition string sets are highly collectible because we said they are. My screen's screwing up.
I mean, if you could put if the tin fits in like the cavity of your guitar case or stuff, it could be a good place to like throw picks and your slide or whatever. I mean, it could be an accessories box.
It's not that crazy.
It's not the stupidest thing. It's an interesting gauge. I mean, you're gonna have to reset up your guitar to work with that to get the intonation right.
Yeah.
Versus if you're going like just from like stock strings. So it's interesting. You do not want to down tune with that. Like that will not be the drop D set because you're gonna have kind of a floppy low E string then.
I mean, I run 48s on my low E and I drop tune plenty.
Like how much do you drop tune?
Drop C sharp. Sometimes drop C. I don't know. I mean, it's really loose. I mean, there's not a whole lot of tension there, but it's a lot of fun. We'll go jugga jugga jugga. All right. Speaking of,
remember my guitar I have a guitar that's drop A, so.
Okay. Proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm just kidding.
I'm real proud of myself for that one.
Are you playing like Breaking Benjamin, stuff like that?
No, actually, I'm just like, I use it to underscore guitar parts. So, you know, back when I played praise and worship guitar all the time, we did a lot of songs in like B and C. Yeah. And so having that extra octave lower to kind of fill up some space can be a nice little thing, especially if like the acoustic guitar is just playing like cowboy chords.
Yeah.
It lets, because on an electric guitar, it feels like you just play so high up all the time to be able to sit in the mix well.
There was a cool song we used to do, and the lead line you couldn't transpose it. You know what I mean? Like not that well, because it was like a drop D lead line, and that was like I had to go to drop B, so I had one guitar set up just for that song whenever we would do it. I wonder, man, I wish I could remember what that song was. Sorry, I'm going to look it up now at some point. All right. Well, I guess we'll move on to our topic. Since you're the one who like brought it up, why don't you introduce it?
You seem like really bitter about this.
No, not really. I mean, I'm ready. I want to talk about it, but you're just kind of smarter on it than I am, I'd assume.
All right. Well, it got announced that Korg USA has acquired Aguilar. Yeah, Aguilar amplification. Best known for bass amplifiers and pedals, and joining the Korg family. So we're kind of talking about it. Korg has been acquiring or been the distributor for a few things now that they're starting to become kind of their own contender.
Yeah. I mean, they're cornering the entire market. Well, not cornering it, but they're putting their hands in the entire market.
I think they have a player in all the guitar stuff now, right? I mean,
let's see. Hold on. I have to pull
Diaz,
it up.
You're allowed to read this one list.
Okay. So I got to look at the picture that we had. All right. So Korg brands are Korg, Vox, Blackstar, Spectre, Tanglewood, Cole Clark, Saki or Sake, Waldorf, New Tech, Nuck Tech. I can't.
I think that's New Tech because I think that's what New Tubes is under.
New Tech, Sequins, Dark Glass, Korg Education, and now Aguilar. So let's think of everything. Well, I don't know. Do they have anything in microphones? Any of these guys do microphones?
No, I mean, they're still strictly instruments at this point, it seems like.
And amplification.
Yeah, but they don't does Spectre make electric guitars, or are they mostly basses?
They're basses.
Okay, because that's all I think of is basses with them. Tanglewood's acoustic guitars, Cole Clark is acoustic guitars. Yeah. So they don't really have electric guitars yet, do they?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, Aguilar sticks with bass stuff. They don't make basses, apparently. But they do amps, pedals, stuff like that.
They do
like the Tone
too,
Hammer line and pickups, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Tone Hammer line has been it's been a staple in the industry for quite a while now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think it's pretty cool. It's kind of like what Fender did, bought up a bunch of brands, but they let the brands do their thing. You know, is what it seems like.
Well, I mean, most of the players are this now. I mean, you have Fender Musical Instruments, so you have in that you have, Fender Squier, Gretsch is part of that family.
Yep.
What else is part of Fender Musical Instruments? You had Sun, but that's not a thing anymore.
Is Pork Pie?
Pie?
They had a weird one. Hold on one second.
Pigtronics, is that who you're thinking of?
I can't remember who I'm thinking of. I don't think it's Pigtronics. Pigtronics is also Supro?
Yeah.
Let's see. I remember there was something really kind of weird. I
mean, because there's other amalgamations. So Yamaha's a very easy one to point at, where they have like every aspect covered through Yamaha Line 6 and their sub brands. You have Gibson's whole sub brand. So you also, not only did you have Epiphone, but you had like Kramer, and you have Baldwin pianos, and you had TAC, and you had Tascam. Like they have a bunch of stuff under that header. Okay,
so Bigsby,
it's sold they have now.
Yeah, Bigsby, Charvel, Jackson.
Yep.
So I don't know why I thought there was a weird, weird drum. No, I'm thinking of D'Addario, and they had some sort of drum head company. I can't remember.
Evans, Aquarian.
The Evans, that was it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing these amalgamations happen. I mean, at some point, it's interesting. It's kind of curious to see which companies might get sold or bought. But I mean, generally, most industries are kind of going this way, where if you're a big company, you keep buying all the other companies up so that you become one big, massive conglomerate. That's the current business model. So let's see if Korg gets some electric guitars in the pike here.
Yeah.
Or moreover, who do you think they'll buy to have electric guitars?
I don't know. I can't think of it. Chapman?
Maybe when Rob Chapman's tired of his attention. Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think of like brands that aren't already like owned by 7 people,
Schecter?
Yeah, well, Guitar Research owns them, right? Who else do they own? Is that like pretty much it? Schecter and Guitar Research?
Is Guitar Research its own brand?
I think so.
I thought they just renamed the company Schecter Guitar Research after they bought out.
I don't know. I'm just on a podcast. Doesn't mean I'm qualified to be on a podcast. I just ended up here.
I mean, there are Guitar Research cases on Sam Ash's website.
I don't know, dude.
Because I
Given
think
up trying to remember all the-
okay, no, actually, Schecter Guitar Research was the original name when
Billy Checker.
Dave Schechter founded it as a parts company back in the 70s. I think that would be the best company to buy if you ask me.
Wait. Didn't they like make parts for Ibanez or something like that?
Fenders.
Like was it for Fenders?
Yeah, I mean, so like the original Super Strats, like that's why there's the Pete Townsend model, right? The PT.
Yeah.
It's because Pete Townsend bought a Schecter neck and put it on a Fender.
Oh. Well, shoot, dog.
Because that's
we
back,
learned something every day.
You can buy Fender necks back then.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I remember back when I was first really starting out was like Warmoth was pretty much it.
They were like the only ones you had that like licensed the Fender thing.
Yeah.
And now you've got Mighty Might and you've got a few others.
Yeah.
All Parts. Who else makes them? Music Craft.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd say Schecter would be my top thing for the Korg to buy, but I could also see them chasing after like ESP Ltd. That would be a big conglomerate, but like just because so much of Korg stuff is European, it would just kind of fit with that brand. I don't know.
Would you say John Cusack is becoming the Korg of the pedal world, or is that John Snyder?
I don't think either of them have bought a company recently, but John Cusack has become one of my favorite Facebook profiles to follow.
Yes. I'm not on Facebook right now, so I don't know, but is he still doing the like imposing his face on stuff?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's amazing. It's like it's so wholesome.
It's every day. Every day there's at least one or two new ones. It just keeps going and I'm amazed by it.
John, you think we should make some more pedal parts? Sure, I'm gonna be doing this over here though. That'd be awesome. One of the perks of owning your own company is you can post those videos whenever you want.
They don't have a set marketing strategy, at least a professional one.
It's just people sharing videos of John imposing his face on movies and music videos.
And
I like that.
Him ranting about the COVID vaccine.
I'm not even getting in on that. All right. On that note, let's just call this thing
because he's a health responder. So he just talks about like it's like 15 days later, I got nothing, and then it's like a video of like his face imposed on Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, everyone, thanks for joining us. If you want to talk about what brand Korg should buy, you can join our Facebook group. That's facebook.com/The Effects Loop. You can also follow us on Instagram to get some awesome puns, because that took off, got 141 likes on a other platform, so that was fun for me.
Is this your asparagus one?
Yeah, it was a great joke, especially when everyone's like, I don't get it. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I did not get it the first time I saw it.
Yes, but like, and see, that's the thing though, is if you don't get it the first time, it just makes you mad. But if you get it the first time, you're like, oh, that's clever.
I mean, did you steal that from somewhere, or is that like just straight up like something you actually made up?
The asparagus part was kind of borrowed. So
but yes, the entire joke, it was.
What? Stolen? Not really.
In the internet age, that's not stolen. It's like it's a meme. Like it's
rebooted.
Yeah, you're just playing on a meme that already exists.
Right.
Just
but
like
the
how
meme is not popular yet.
There's a Facebook group where they're just that dude who the congressional prayer went amen and a woman, and they're just spinning it to death with
oh my gosh
18 million interpretations of it, which is, this is what the internet does. This is what memes are. Let's grind a joke into the ground till you never want to see it again.
All right, are we gonna wrap this episode up or what? I don't even know where we're at anymore.
You were bragging about how many likes you got on Instagram.
Yeah, give me money. Patreon.com/the effects loop. That's pretty much all we got. So
what happens if you join the Patreon group?
You get some stickers, supposedly. You get to join the chat group if you give enough money. That's a lot of fun.
You get the episodes early.
You get the episodes early, which is like depends on when we record it. A few days, a few hours. Who knows? It's like Russian roulette every week. It's great. What else do you get? Our love and affection.
They got chipping extra for that.
You get to, if you see us out in public, we'll not snub you. Well, me and Chris won't. I can't promise for Scott. Depends.
I will acknowledge you yelling at me, but I will still hide my family from you.
Okay, listen, that was one time and it was Easter, okay? I was really excited. All right, so can I end the episode now?
Okay.
All right, for the effects loop, I'm Diaz.
I'm Scott.
We'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Dictionary, why is negativity always drawn out? Pictionary, visualize love, energize lives together. We undefeated, a plan to make weathers, no gloves needed. When we weed into the mindset of achieving and believing in community that remains happy. Ever after, the world should be one, hate annihilated, every heart is one, love again. So don't